For week 18, we will be working on this beautiful woven relief stitch block. Isn't that pretty? Let's discuss some of the stitches that we'll be using in this block. Now, in addition to the chain, this block is comprised entirely of front post double crochet and back post double crochet. Let's discuss and review the front post double crochet. If you've completed the other blocks in our Afghan up to this point, you've worked them before, but let's review them real quick here. When you're working with a front post or a back post double crochet, you're not working in the front and back loops at the top of your stitch. Instead, what you're doing is you're going to be working around the post of the stitch in the prior row, not the top, the stitch post itself. These double crochets here have a post that you can work around. Now, in future stitches, you may work around what is a double crochet, half double crochet, or even a single. The point being that you don't work in the loops on top, you work around the post itself. So let's review the front post double crochet. For your front post double crochet, you're going to yarn over your hook. You're going to enter your work to this side of the post that you're going to be working with, placing your hook to the back of your work. Go behind that post and poke your hook back up through the front. We're working at the front of our work. This is the front post, and now we'll complete a double crochet. Yarn over, pulling your yarn back through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. So we have completed this stitch completely around the post of the stitch from the prior row. Let's do the front post one more time. We're going to work around this post here. This is our next stitch, and we're going to work from the front. So yarn over, going in from the front, behind the post, and bringing our hook up back in the front. Yarn over, we're going to pull our yarn back through. So we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. This is the front post double crochet that you'll be using in this block. Let's discuss the back post. We're going to be working around the post of this next stitch here. But this time we're going to be coming up from the back. We're not going to go in the front, we're going to come up from the back. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to bring our yarn from the back up through our work, over the post, and back through the back again. So our hook is now in the back of our work. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull our yarn back through. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of twist of the hook to get that to go through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have your back post double crochet, and it's to the back of your work, not the front like this one. Let's work on this next one. Now this post here, as you're working across this block, you're going to see that some of your posts are kind of tucked back here as you're making that pattern. Make sure you don't skip over those as you're working across. If you've got a post back here that's kind of tucked in the back, make sure you count that as one of your stitches. Don't go over here. You're going to work around the post of this one. Let's work a back post double crochet around this post right here from this prior row. We're going to yarn over. We're going to place our hook up from the back of our work, across that post, and back out the back of our work again. We're going to yarn over and pull our yarn through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so that's your front post double crochet and your back post double crochet. You'll be using those in this block, so let's get started. Today we're working on block 18 of our Heirloom Afghan crochet along. So go ahead and grab what for you would be color C. For me, that is teal. And go ahead and grab your size H crochet hook. So the first thing we want to do is we want to chain 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 26, and 27. Okay, let's go right into row 1. We're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook and in each chain across. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go right here, yarn over into our chain, grabbing our yarn and pulling back through. We have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Going to our next chain, yarn over, going into the chain and grabbing our yarn and pulling it through. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Continue doing that all the way down the length of your chain. You should end up with 25 double crochets, counting this here as 1. Coming here to the end of row 1, we're going to go ahead and place a double crochet in that very last chain there. And let's look at row 1. You should have what's considered 25 double crochets. The first 3 that you skipped here, your first 3 chains that you skipped, they're going to count as a double crochet. So using our hook here, let me take this out of my work. Let's go ahead and count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Putting our hook back on our work here, we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now, according to our pattern, we're going to work a front post double crochet around the post of the first 6 stitches. This is a stitch, so we're going to work a front post around that. There's nothing here really to go in and around, so we're just going to come up from the back here, and we're going to do a front post double crochet. Our ends will work funny like that. But as we get further in, now we're going to be able to yarn over, go in from the front, behind the back, and through the front again. Grabbing our yarn and pulling it through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do this 6 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can see we've already got some thickness and texture to our block because we're doing those front posts and it's pushing our stitches forward, also pushing the ridge out in the back here. That's going to come into play when I show you how this all comes together. Now we're going to work a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. So the back post is yarn over. We're going to come in from the back of our work towards the front, putting our hook over that post of that stitch there, so it comes out the back of our work again, grabbing our yarn and pulling it through. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're just doing this 1 time. Then we're going to work a front post double crochet around the post of the next 5 stitches. Yarn over, going in from the front, around the back of the post, coming out the front again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. We're doing that 5 times now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to work a back post double crochet around the next one. So let's go ahead and complete that back post double crochet. And again, we're going to do 5 front post double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to complete a back post double crochet around the next post there. And look, moving forward here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the very one here at the end is 6. Remember, we started this row with 6 front post double crochet before we did a back post double crochet. And so here is our last back post double crochet of this row, and we're going to do 6 front post double crochet here. So here's 1 front post, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now remember, we're doing 6. We've got this last little bit here. If we work this as a front post, we're just going to yarn over and go in from the front, around the back, come up the front again, yarn over, pull through, and complete our double crochet. It's basically just a double crochet in the space. So here is our row 2 of our block. It really doesn't look like anything on this side, does it? But as we flip it over, look at the little pattern of grids that we're starting to get. These grids are going to grow as we work on this. I've got one here that I've already started, so you can see the little, almost like a basket weave stitch starting. And this is how this block is going to come together. Let's move on to row 3 so we can get that grid started, shall we? We're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to work a back post double crochet in this very first stitch. So working a back post, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go in from the back and come up and back through the back again, which basically is just completing a double crochet in that chain space, or in that space again, in this space right here. So we have our 1 front post double crochet. We're going to work a back post double crochet around the next 2. So yarn over, going in from the back and around that post, grabbing our yarn and pulling it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, coming up from the back, going around our stitch, grabbing our yarn and pulling it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So we have 3 total of our back post double crochet. Now we're going to work a front post double crochet around this next stitch right here, going in from the front, going behind and coming back through the front again, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to work a back post double crochet around the next 5 stitches. Remember, going up from the back. Here is our first back post double crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Since those were back, our next one's going to be a front post double crochet, and we're going to go right back to our back post double crochet, completing 5 across. Here's 1 back post, 2, 3, whoops, I almost messed up. Okay. 3, remember that's a front post, you gotta kind of pull that back. 4, and 5. We're going to complete a front post double crochet around the next post and go right back into working 5 back post. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Around the next post will be a front post double crochet, and right back to the 3. We started the row with 3 back post. We're going to end with 3 back posts. So here's 1. Those back posts are a little tricky sometimes, aren't they? Sometimes you just kind of have to twist your hook just right to get that yarn back through. There's 2. And here is our very last stitch. We're going to yarn over, go from the back, go around and grab our yarn and pull it through and complete that double crochet. And here we can see our grid starting to come together. Very nice, thick, squishy block. This is going to be a lovely addition to your Afghan. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to go right back to completing row 2 again. And row 2 again, if you remember, we started with and if you remember, row 2 we started with 6 front post double crochet. So yarn over, act like we're going in through the front here of this first stitch and pop back up through. Really, it's just a double crochet. Just keep telling yourself that, because as you get to the ends, you're going to go, I don't know what to do. There's 1, 2, 3, and when you get here, this is pushed to the back, don't miss it. Make sure you grab that, pull that forward. 4, 5, and 6. We're going to continue our pattern and do 1 back post double crochet in the next post there, next stitch. And we're going to go right back into our pattern from before. We're going to do 5 front post double crochet. So there's 2, 3, 4, whoops, front, not back, and 5. The next one is a back post going in from the back and back out. In the back, complete that double crochet. Right back into our pattern of 5 front post. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back post, just around 1. And because we began with 6 front posts, we're going to end with 6 front posts. So here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our very last one is 6. We're going to go back post double crochet here for 1, from the back, 2, and 3. Complete a front post double crochet, and then 5 back post double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next is a front post double crochet, going right back into 5 back post double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 5, completing a front post, double crochet, going right back into 5 back post, double crochet. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to complete a front post double crochet, and because we started the row with 3 back posts, we're going to end the row with 3 back posts. So here's 1 and 2, and right here at the end, we're going to make that 3. And you can see where your front posts line up and your back posts line up. Make sure as you work your block that these are lining up. If you get a few rows in and you notice that these are off and that they're not lining up to make these little blocks, go back, frog your work, take some of it out, get back to where you noticed the mistake, and start over. So you're going to continue alternating rows 2 and rows 3 until your block is approximately 7 inches by 7 inches. And I'll meet up with you when we get to that point here on our block. I'll see you in a minute. I'm on my last row here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 front post double crochets. Here's 5 and 6. Now you may ask, how do I know I'm on my last row? It's because I took a square from week 16 and I've laid my latest block on top, kind of stretched it out a little bit here within reason to see how it fits, and that is just about as darn close as we're going to get. So I know that my block is where it needs to be. I've completed my very last front post double crochet, and what I'm going to do now is I will go ahead and I will begin the edging. So there will be a link in the description box below for you to work on your edging, and make sure that you do your first round of edging with the same color that you used to make your square. But let's take a look at our square. Let's look at this beautiful little woven pattern. You can see where it almost appears like the yarn is going up and over and up and over, and everything is woven together. This is a beautiful block. Nice, thick, sturdy, beautiful and warm. So go ahead and complete your edging around this block, and then you're also going to want to get a tag to mark it. You're going to want to mark this as week 18, the woven relief stitch. So thank you so much for joining me here at the farm today. I hope you're having a wonderful time putting all of your blocks together for your Heirloom Afghan crochet along. We will see you next week for week 19. As always, I hope that you will like and subscribe, share this video with your crocheting friends, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.